Hello, how are you? That's good to hear. Have you been up to much recently? No, not too much. Yeah, I think we're all in the same boat at the moment. Don't feel too bad about not doing much. I think you're allowed it. I think that's a reward for all the hard work you put in over the past few years. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. So, is it okay just to give me a little self-introduction, if that's okay? Yep, just so I can know a little bit about you. You can just tell me your name, just so I know how to pronounce your name properly. You can say your age, you can say where you're living at the moment, and then you can talk about your hobbies and interests. And then, if you like, you can tell me if there's anything specific that you're looking to improve with your English. That would be really helpful. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, thank you. That's more than enough. Thank you. That just gives me an idea of your current ability. Okay, so a few things that came up. You said that you are 23 years. So instead of 23 years, you have the option between 23 or 23 years old. So we don't go in the middle. We don't just include the word years if we're not including the word old afterwards. So that's just something that you can remember for the future. And then you were talking about your hobbies, and you said, I like dance. So we can use dance as a term, as basically a noun. So talking about it as a thing, I like dance, I like music. But if we're talking about the activity, if you're actually talking about doing it, then it would be more natural to say, I like dancing, I enjoy dancing, or I like to dance. There, I'm just saying I like to dance, but it's more natural to pronounce it like a t. So I like to dance instead. Yeah, that's great. Okay, and you mentioned about just wanting to improve the amount of vocabulary that you have. Yeah, so do you often find that you're just struggling to find the right words when you're having kind of basic conversation? Yeah. No, don't worry. I know what that's like. I forget the most random words sometimes. I forget words that I really should know. But the useful thing of teaching on the computer is that if I forget any words, then I can just quickly type it on Google while I'm pretending to make a long thinking sound. Yeah, that word is football. Yeah, it's a good technique. Something that I learned quite early on when I started forgetting words. It was getting a bit embarrassing, so I knew that I had to do something quickly to stop that embarrassment in the future. It's still embarrassing. Yeah. Okay. So talking a bit more about that interest in dance, can you tell me how long you've been doing that for? Wow, yeah, so 12 years is a long period of time. Okay. And does that mean that you've taken part in many performances, or has it just continued to be a hobby for that time? Ah, okay. Yeah. hmm Wow. Wow, so you've done some important stuff. And what about your nerves? How nervous do you get? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can imagine you've got slightly less nervous than you would have been originally, but you're saying that you still feel those nerves just before you actually go on the stage. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we all feel that. So. Yeah. Yeah, well, as you probably noticed, I do have my guitar in the background. So I haven't done any live performances, in a really long time. Not just because of this coronavirus situation, but just because I haven't really had the confidence to do it. But when I was younger, I always felt so nervous, like incredibly nervous, to the point where I was just kind of shaking uncontrollably, and I was thinking, it doesn't matter how this goes, it could go absolutely terribly wrong, but as long as I'm alive at the end of it, then it'll be okay. And that's a horrible way of thinking about it, isn't it? Because then it means that I perhaps wasn't so in the moment because I was just looking forward to it finishing. But when you get really nervous, that's all you wish for. You just wish for the end. Hmm. Yeah. So that thing that you just said just there. So if we're saying don't, then we would actually have a verb afterwards. So you said I don't nervous. And instead of I don't nervous, we'll say I don't. Do you know the verb that we use after don't, before nervous? We could use get. Yeah, that is a possibility. Do you know another one though? Feel. You're right. Yeah. So I'll include the word get because that is another good option. So I don't feel or I don't get nervous. And then you said before the performance. Yeah, okay. So that's something you can remember. So I don't feel nervous. Nervous, we know that that's an adjective. It's a feeling, yeah. It's a feeling, but we can describe it as an adjective for the word. Do you know the noun for nervous? No? Okay, so we can use nerves. So I don't know if you've heard of the expression if someone gets on your nerves. It means that they irritate you, they make you angry, they frustrate you maybe. But here, then you can say something like my nerves get the better of me. My nerves get the better of me. So it means that basically I can't help but feel nervous. I can't control my nerves. If you can't control your nerves, then it means that you can't make yourself feel less nervous. Yeah. Okay, great. So, it's been lovely to chat to you. I know it's been such a short amount of time, but it's been lovely just to get to know you a little bit. Can I ask you what plans you have for the rest of the day? Are you busy? Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Yeah, lovely walk with the dog. I feel like I need a dog right now. I need a kind of motivation to actually go outside and and not stay here teaching all day. So I'm jealous that you have a dog. I might steal him later. Yeah. Oh, it's going to have puppies. Okay, so maybe it's not a him. My mistake. Wow. Okay. Do you know when you're expecting those? Yeah. So the term you can actually use there is litter. You might know litter if we're talking about rubbish in a public space, littering being the crime. But yeah, we also use the term litter as a noun when we're talking about the puppies that a dog has. Oh, that's lovely. It's going to be a magical moment. Okay, so yeah, I look forward to hearing from you next time to find out whether your dog has had her litter or whether it might be the following week. All right, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. All right. If you have any questions about the notes that I've made or about my lessons in general, please feel free just to send me a message. And if it's a quick kind of answer, then I can obviously just write it and get back to you straight away. If it's something that I might need to explain in more detail, then I could always do it in our next lesson. Okay? Lovely. All right. No, it's been a pleasure. You're very welcome. All right. Bye for now. Bye.